Hi everyone and welcome for this tutorial how to paint a freehand Omega for Ultramarine Primaris. So now I'm going to use some black color from Procolor, some white, some Dunstone grey from Games Workshop, a little bit of Gulliman blue, so the name exactly is Macrage blue, and a little bit of Teclis blue just to finish, to clean the different element of my freehand. So now I'm going to start with some Dunstone gray. For that I'm going to use really diluted color just to be sure the color will be more easily to apply on my surfaces. At beginning I don't hesitate to make some very thin line just to be sure I'm going to be able to enlarge this line after and control more easily the symmetry of my freehand. As you can see, step by step I enlarge and I start to make a different try and retry to have something very similar for both sides, so left and right. And as you can see, I definitively make some mistake and come back and enlarge or make it them more thin. Don't hesitate, you need a lot of time to control your paint and to make your freehand more and more clear and net. So just to continue, I'm going to use some Macrage blue to clean all my different surfaces and all around my freehand. For that I'm going to use this Macrage blue just to make, for example, the line more thin, and now with some white I'm going to come back and to make it again to have a more strong color and more strong contrasts on my different elements, to be sure my freehand will be very and more have more visibility on the shoulder. I use some Teclis blue and a little bit of Macrage blue just to clean again all around my freehand. The Omega symbol is pretty simple, but when you are going to make some freehand, it's always the same things. You need to make it very thin at beginning and after enlarge and clean all around your freehand. So now with a mix between black and white you have a more strong gray and more dark gray. I'm going to come back on the freehand and pushing more and more shadow to make some kind of a non-metallic metal effect, but more simply, more easily, just to give more deep effect into my freehand. Now with some white again I come back and I push again my highlight, and I am going to make the same with my black color. This time with the black color I'm going to push more and more shadow, just again to have better visibility on the shoulder and to clean the different effects on my freehand. Again with my black I push again and again some lining around the freehand just to make it more clear, more with a better visibility. And now with some white once again I'm going to push my highlight and starting to put some points of highlight. We are going to make it more lightning and more clear on the mini. As you can see, I use a lot of whites on this step just because I want a really clear and a really strong white. I push some line, some point, and here is the result. Thanks again for watching. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and ask in the comment if you have any question. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram to see my last paint and probably my future tutorial I'm going to do. And if you want, you can support me on Patreon, so you can have access to private group on Facebook, so I can more easily make you some feedback or new paint and help you to increase your level. Thanks again for watching and see you soon.